essentially unemployable in those days, who was interested in China. And so the only place that would give me a job was the Australian Foreign Service. So off I went to Beijing and lived and worked there for quite a number of years during the 1980s. At various times in Beijing, in Shanghai, Hong Kong, sometime in Taipei. So I got to know this region well. And subsequently, when I slid down the food chain of life into politics, and was our country's foreign minister and prime minister, I placed a huge priority on our wider engagement with the countries of the region. Indonesia, our neighbour, the other countries of Southeast Asia, Japan, the Republic of Korea, India, and the wider region. For our part of the world, this is home. And while Asia itself can sometimes be a very fractious family, as indicated just before, it's a dynamic family. And it's a part of the world which is remarkably confident about its future, despite the overlay of geopolitics everywhere. So, in my time this morning, let me reflect for a moment on what I've been asked to talk to you about, which is this industry, the film and entertainment industry, occurs in a geopolitical context, whether you like it or not, like any other industry. Tomorrow, or the day after, I'm addressing the Semiconductor Association of America up in San Francisco. They feel geopolitics acutely, just like any other industry, and this one as well. It's very hard to separate yourself from the wider realities of what's unfolding, even though many of us would prefer it if we could do so. So looking to 2020, what's the shape of the wider Asia-Pacific region looking like? The central dynamic of it all is what's unfolding in US-China relations. Who's here from China? Give me a sense. 欢迎，大家都是北京来的吗？上海吗？什么地方？上海，大上海，上海我也住，不错，一个小城市。The US-China relationship is going to be increasingly difficult at a structural level, whether we like it or not. It's called geopolitical rivalry, and that's what's unfolding. If I look carefully at statements coming out of Secretary of State Pompeo here in the United States, this conflict, competition, call it what you will, between China and the United States, is assuming an increasingly ideological tone as well. Secretary Pompeo the other day described in a speech China as being hostile to American interests and values. So this ideational tone or content to the overall relationship, I think, is going to present us with greater and greater complexity, but frankly also some opportunities as the year unfolds. Geopolitically, as I said before, the US-China relationship has become increasingly fractious, quite apart from the obvious continuing flashpoints of unresolved tensions in the South China Sea, unresolved issues over Taiwan, and China's long-term determination to secure Taiwan's return to the PRC sovereignty, and unfolding protest movements in Hong Kong. There is a wider geopolitical competition now between China and the United States across the wider region and the wider world. But let me reflect for a moment on where we've got to with the economy. I've lost the mic. Thank you for the sound department. Appreciate it very